Last week, the New York Times put out a series of very helpful maps to show us which Democratic candidate has the most small donors and where most of that money is coming from. And not surprisingly, Bernie Sanders was absolutely crushing it. Bernie Sanders has more small donors than any other candidate currently running for president. And in fact, he had so many donors in different areas of the country that they actually had to put out a second map to really show what the other candidates are doing that excluded Bernie Sanders because he was dominating it and you couldn't see the other candidates because of how much he had. Well, Forbes decided to, kind of get in on this action. So yesterday, they ran an article talking about how many billionaire donors each Democratic presidential contender has. But on this one, Bernie Sanders comes in at a whopping 0. Not one single billionaire in this country has donated money to Bernie Sanders. And that is a good thing. Now, along with Bernie, there's a couple other Democrats who have not taken any billionaire money yet. Julian Castro, Bill de Blasio, Tim Ryan, likely because most of those men are polling in the very low single digits. They do go up after debates, but then it kind of levels off afterwards. Bernie Sanders, the only person in the top tier of candidates with no billionaire donors whatsoever. Now, what did surprise me about this was the fact that Pete Buttigieg actually has the most billionaire donors. 23 billionaires have given money to Mayor Pete. That's a little concerning, right? Why? I understand maybe they like his policies, or maybe they've seen enough out of him to know that he's not going to be the transformational leader that this country needs right now. Same thing with Cory Booker, who comes in second with 18 billionaire donors. We have seen from Cory Booker's legislative record that he's not progressive, right? He goes along with the mainstream Democratic Party. Let's, maybe have some great things happening with social issues, but not do much about corporate greed. Same thing with Kamala Harris, who has 17 billionaire donors, coming in at number 3. Then you have Joe Biden, number 5, 13 billionaire donors. Beto O'Rourke with 9 billionaire donors, and Elizabeth Warren with 2 billionaire donors. Tulsi Gabbard, Yang, and Marianne Williamson each have 1 billionaire donor. Now, the reason this is important is because obviously for far too long in this country, millionaires and billionaires have had too much say in our election process. Bernie Sanders has made it a point to not only say that he's not taking corporate PAC money, he's not taking corporate money, but he's also on his website now got a section where he brags about the unendorsements, where millionaires and billionaires are coming out saying, I'll never vote for Bernie Sanders. He loves this. He eats it up, as he rightfully should. People in this country are absolutely sick of the top 1% calling the shots, including who gets funded in our elections and who does not. Bernie Sanders is crushing it with the small donors across this country, and that is going to be his key to success in 2020. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.